so we're back for another season of the Family Chantel. Can you tease what fans are going to get to see this season?
Man, this season, things are going to get a lot more wet.
Stupider.
Things are going to get a lot more stupider. I mean, when I tell you the flight to the Philippines, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
20 plus hours on a plane.
I really literally wanted a parachute.
Yeah.
I would have jumped out and pulled the string.
I mean, and it's, yeah. When I thought the food we saw in Dominican Republic was, you got another thing coming. You got another thing coming.
I was talking with Pedro and Chantel, and they said a common theme this season was people feeling very out of their element. So it sounds like this trip might have been out of your element a bit.
Yeah, this trip was definitely it's an eye-opener for a lot of things. Definitely eye-opener.
And then we're gonna get to see Royal this season, which has been teased. Can you share about what we're gonna get to see with him and his new relationship?
Well, you're going to get to meet my oldest son, Royal, and his beautiful wife, Anjanette. And you're going to get to see some of their relationship. You'll see some of the tough times, some of the happy times, some love. This is a show this season. It's all about love and family.
And I will say this, after Royal, there's no more of us. That's all we get. That's the only families we have. There's no more hiding people. They're out. That's it. That's all we got. We're out of the loop right now.
And I do have to touch on, since we still are in the middle of a pandemic, how has that affected your family dynamic?
It definitely brought us closer, honestly. There was a time where you couldn't even get toilet paper. So Chantel was always asking us for toilet paper, and we weren't giving it at first because we need the toilet paper. But I gave in, and I allowed them to use some of our spare rolls.
Yeah, we let them into the tribe. Yeah. We swore them to secrecy so that they wouldn't run off and tell anybody that we actually had toilet paper. Yeah, so we gave them some rolls.
Yeah, we gave them some rolls of toilet paper.
Yeah, we let it roll.
And how do you think the pandemic has had an effect on Pedro and Chantel's relationship? Have you seen them maybe grow closer throughout this?
They look about the same. They look about the same.
They look the same. One day.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, one time they really had to bug out because there was a tornado coming. It was so scary because they ended up leaving where they are. It's an hour away.
They spent the night here.
Yeah, but they left, and it was after we had a curfew, and they had a curfew.
Can I tell them exactly what happened? I'm gonna tell them my side. Okay, my point of view. There was a tornado coming, right? I'm not scared of no tornado. I'm sitting there playing video game, got my headsets on. Next thing you know, I hear somebody come through the door. I'm like, who the hell is Pedro? What are you doing? My mom kicks me out the game room to let them sleep in there.
Yeah, let them in there. Yeah, I was really scared because Pedro and Chantel rolling down after curfew. Yeah. And Pedro's all scared and things.
That was the night. That was in the pandemic. We had a curfew out here in Atlanta, so you couldn't be out at certain times. They had to break curfew.
They didn't have to break it, but they kind of did. Yeah, they have to break.
And curfew. I don't know who agreed to let them sleep in my game room. Pedro came through and said, "Hola, River," and I said, "What are you doing in here?"
Well, it's good that you can always know that you can count on your family, so that's good. I also have to ask, a lot of people are currently binging 90 Day Fiancé and Family Chantel amid the pandemic. What have been some shows that you guys have been watching a lot
of? What have been some shows you've been watching?
Well, I had to watch Stranger Things. I like.
Oh yeah, I got hooked on Stranger Things.
There was this other show called. It was like a civil war show that Daddy got me hooked on, and then I've been watching. There's that other movie that you got me watching. It was called Rain. I've been watching Rain. Yeah, binge watching Rain.
I haven't really been binge watching too much of anything. I just really been working on music because I have a studio in my room now, so I've been working on a lot of different songs with different instrumentals.
Right. Now, I don't watch TV normally. I
got her binge watching Stranger Things.
Right, he did. I usually don't watch TV at all because I do other things. I don't have time to watch it. But after he got me hooked on Stranger Things, it's like it reminded me of the shows back in the 70s. And then my husband Thomas got me hooked on Rain,
Yeah.
and of course I love history. So
no, it's the 100. That was the show with Juan Hader. She wanted to name our dog Juan Hader.
Yes, because you're either with one crew or against one crew.
Oh my God.
Choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
man,
my
that was
That's so fun. So I also have to ask, has there ever been anything that's been off limits with you both to show on the series, or are you guys kind of open books when it comes to sharing your personal lives and your stories?
Well, everything's kind of been open book. Like that's how I feel like I'm a genuine person. What you see is what you get. I don't hide anything from the cameras. They show it whatever they see.
Right. Our family it's like sort of like the Partridge Family, the song that they used to sing. They said something always happens whenever we're together. Something always happens when we're together. It's our energy when it mixes, depending on what frequency we're on. You're never going to be bored. There's never a dull moment. Trust me.
I was also going to ask, because I was talking to Pedro and Chantel, and they mentioned that they feel that your family has been a bit more accepting or understanding of Royal's relationship as compared with the beginning with Pedro and Chantel. Do you think maybe that experience has helped you kind of learn and grow on how to interact with these types of relationships?
Well, I told my mom this. I'm going to say it first. Do you want to speak?
Well, I'll say this. With Pedro and Chantel, we actually had time after we were shocked with what was happening, and then we had to deal with that situation. Royal and Anjanette, their situation happened suddenly. We didn't have time at all, and I reevaluated the way I did things, and I decided to do things differently this time and see what the result will be.
Well, and I'm gonna say this: the thing that the big major issue is Chantel was always telling us bad things about Pedro. Royal was always telling us good things about Anjanette. So it's a different perspective. First impressions with Pedro, Chantel always crying and telling us. First impressions of Anjanette, Royal's always telling us happy things. Like he's always like, "Oh, I love this about her. She's doing this. She's the perfect girl for me." And Chantel was always on the fence. I don't know. Yeah, that's the big dilemma.